Hiya, it's Alex and welcome back to another SilentClan video. Now, I know what you're thinking, 2 videos in 1 week? Whoa. Yeah, it's bank holiday weekend here and I'm miraculously free of homework. I'm not, I'm just procrastinating it. So yeah, I get to work on silly cat drawings for the internet. Just quickly before we start, I have a Redbubble where you can buy my Canon Warriors characters designs as stickers and on t-shirts and stuff if you want. So I'll leave that linked in the description, along with the SilentClan playlist if you're new here. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next SilentClan video. And also one more thing, I made an unveil world for SilentClan, which is not sponsored, I just thought it was a pretty cool website, which you can find in the description, but be aware that it's unfinished and there will probably be spoilers for unreleased episodes in the character profiles there. There were no deaths this year, thank God, so let's jump straight into the clan. Starting as we always do with Oakstar and his mate Silkraven, who are now 125 moons and 136 moons old respectively. They're old men now and have their elder sprites in game. Silkraven is also no longer the deputy as he retired 4 moons into this year, but I couldn't separate these two gays so they're staying together in the art. Starting with Oakstar, he spent much of the year worrying about two legs. There have been more and more of them coming to SilentClan's beaches and he worries for the future of the clan. He was one of the cats affected the most by the heat in Greenleaf, but recovered without issue. Despite his age, he wanted to train one more apprentice, that being his youngest son Jump-Paw, who you'll meet later. He had adored Jump-Paw as a kid, but found it difficult to connect with him as an apprentice, though he tried. For the latter half of the year, he spent much of his time with his family, especially Rainbow Flicker, and he loves all of his children greatly. As I mentioned earlier, Silkraven retired early on in the year and used that idle time to reflect on and eventually overcome his grief about the loss of his firstborn son. The deputy he chose to succeed him, who I'll reveal later, was a cat whom some in the clan had doubts about, but Silkraven showed his absolute faith in them and encouraged them to be the deputy he knew they could be. Towards the end of the year, he strangely began to grow more irritable and snappy with his children, but was eventually proud when his son Jump-Paw was named after him. The deputy that Silkraven chose was actually Bellybolt, our silly Pokemon girl. She's now 83 moons old and became mates with Pine, now 61 moons old, almost at the end of the year. I find it really funny that it seems to be a requirement to be gay if you want to be the deputy of SilentClan. She was named Snippaw's mentor and struggled a lot with getting him to follow her orders, as she was naturally a quiet and shy cat. When Silkraven promoted her to the deputy position, she was shocked and didn't think she could do it. After all, if she couldn't keep one rowdy apprentice in check, then how would she manage an entire clan? The former deputy was very encouraging, and with his help she soon grew more confident in the position. She asked Pine to be her mate on Moon 46 after some flirting on patrols, and was so happy when she said yes. They adopted 3 kits together on the last moon of the year, the Impulsive Silt Kit and Missile Kit, and the Daydreamer 1 kit. Though Bellybolt was hesitant to name her kit after a known traitor and murderer, Pine talked her around. Speaking of Pine, she's been growing close with Oakstar and Silkraven's kits this year, Rainbow Flicker in particular. She injured herself in a 2-leg trap about halfway through the year, and had to place her faith in the inexperienced Rainbow Paw, trusting her to heal her leg. Luckily she recovered, and after a few flirtatious patrols with Bellybolt, she was pleasantly surprised by the shy cat's offer of mateship, which she accepted. She was the one to suggest the name Silk Kit, wanting to remove the negative connotations attached to the name by giving it to her daughter. At the very end of the year, however, something happened that you'll see later, and it's left her quite shaken. SilentClan actually has a medicine cat again this year, and it's Oakstar and Silkraven's daughter, Rainbow Flicker. She's 16 moons old, childish, a good storyteller and a good fighter. Last time I mentioned that she was the more outgoing and troublesome of her and her brother Snipbone, and while I do still think she's outgoing and friendly, she's more ditzy and mischievous than outright troublesome. After her brother Shypaw died, she became more and more interested in herbs and chose to become a medicine cat apprentice. She was mentored by Shypaw's spirit from StarClan and initially struggled to settle into her role when she realised just how much work she had to put into the position. It wasn't easy and fun like she'd expected it to be. When Pine got her paw stuck in a 2-leg trap, Rainbow Paw realised how much cats relied on her knowledge, and with some help from the other medicine cats in different clans, she managed to heal Pine's infected wound and learn the importance of hard work and diligence. She was given her name later than her brother, which he teased her for, but was eventually named Rainbow Flicker on Moon 47 and honoured for her tenacity. Going into the Elder's Den, Fuzzy Splash is still kicking at the age of 123 moons, and life's been a lot kinder to her in general this year. She started the year by reflecting on all the cats she's seen either die or leave, and how the clan is completely different to how it was in her youth. Sometimes she even considered allowing herself to be captured by the 2-legs that roam the beaches in the summer, but she eventually decided she couldn't bear to leave the little band of cats that she now called home. She grew closer to Pine and Bellybolt as the year went on, trying her best to make the new deputy feel accepted and welcomed into the clan. However, she's still not free of dramatics, because on Moon 41 she snuck out of the Dirt Place tunnel in the middle of the night to meet up with Shellheart, a slow clan warrior. I'm not even adding any extra details here, this is exactly what happened in both clans. I think it was meant to be interpreted as a romantic rendezvous, but because Fuzz is Arrow Ace, we'll say that the two are in a secret QPR. At the end of the year she retired to the Elders' Den, but that didn't stop her from sneaking out a few more times, always returning with Slow Clan scent on her pelt. She's gotten a few knowing looks from Oakstar, but hasn't been reprimanded as of yet. Now for the warriors. First we have a new cat, the 67 moon old Sea Bloom, formerly a loner called Flight, who is grumpy, a good hunter and a great fighter. He's a short-haired seal point and white tom with Rex fur and moonstone eyes. He joined at the last moon of the year, so usually I wouldn't have much to say about him, but guys, there is drama happening right here. Sea Bloom was Silent Spot's other loner parent and Pine's former mate. Since he and Pine joined the clan at different times, I imagine they weren't together for very long. But imagine joining a clan to be with your family and finding out 1, your son is dead, and 2, your ex-wife has kids with another she-cat. I imagine he would be confused and angry at the very least, but we'll have to see how this all goes down in year 4. Snipbone is now 16 moons old and has grown into a childish tom like his sister, except this manifests in a different way to Rainbow Flicker's ditzy playfulness. He also has a dark forest affinity like his dad and is a great teacher. As I said, he's childish too, but in a more petulant way. It was difficult for his mentor Bellybolt as an apprentice, always winding her up and disobeying her orders. When his sister didn't get her full name, he mocked her for it, and actually wound up being closer to his little brother Jumpraven than his own littermate. However, his petty behaviour could very well come from a place of fear. Snipbone has been receiving visions and prophecies from StarClan of something terrible that's coming. He keeps hearing screams and seeing starry cats in his dreams, so I think he's just trying to suppress that by putting on a front for the rest of the cats in the clan. Finally, we have another new cat, the 10-moon-old Jumpraven, who is the last of Oakstar and Silkraven's adopted kits. He's a short-haired blue lynx point and white tom with a kinked, short tail and aqua eyes, who is bold, a great hunter and a dreamwalker. He was regarded as an annoying kit by his older siblings and troublesome by the rest of the clan, as he fell into a river a moon before his apprentice ceremony. He was apprenticed to Oakstar, which he wasn't happy about. He just wanted to make his own way in the world without his family hovering over him all the time, and showed that through undermining his father's authority at every turn. Oakstar recognised this and trained him incredibly well, making him a warrior at only 10 moons old on the last moon of this year. And that's the SilentClan lineup for this year. Don't forget to check out my Redbubble, like the video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next SilentClan videos. Bye guys!